All right, if you want to know how to make a three-dimensional snowflake, it's really very simple, but it takes a lot of different steps. So first you're going to start off with a piece of paper and you're going to fold it into a triangle. You're going to cut off this rectangle off to the side. It starts off like a two-dimensional snowflake. Then you're going to fold that triangle in half. But this is where it gets a little bit different. You're going to make 3 cuts parallel to the bottom of your triangle. If you want a more delicate snowflake, you could do 6 cuts, but I would start out with 3. You want your cuts to go in to where your big fold is, but not touching the big fold. So it's parallel to this bottom flat part, almost to the fold, but not exactly. Then you're going to open the whole thing up. All right. And then you're going to have to curl the cuts that you just made in order to glue them together. A good piece of advice is to curl the smallest one around a pencil if you're having a hard time holding on to it. I recommend using a glue stick, but some 4th graders who have been working on this over the last couple of days recommend using liquid glue. If your teacher has enough available, you could use staples or even tape, but I think it looks better if you use glue and you just patiently wait and hold on to your snowflake and let it dry. All right, so I've curled my most center piece around. Then I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to curl going this direction. I'm going to put some glue. Notice that I'm overlapping them like this and not just pinching it and making my snowflake go to a point. It really does look a lot better. And then when it's dry, I'm going to go to the other side. Notice that I am alternating the sides that I curl my bits of triangle to. And then once that dries, I'm going to go to this side, add a little bit of glue, and that will give me something that looks like this. Now this is obviously not a snowflake. This is going to be one of the branches of your snowflake. You're going to need to do this 6 times. I went ahead and did that already with some smaller pieces of paper. Notice I used tape, but you can see the tape and I don't think it looks as good this way. So again, I recommend gluing. So to assemble your snowflake after you have 6 pieces, you want to line the large end of your snowflake piece up with a small end. So I've got a small end, I'm going to line that up with a large end, small end with a large end. Now I'm going to add some glue here. Glue those 2 pieces together, add some glue here, glue those 2 pieces together. All right, and that's going to be 1/2 of my snowflake. For time's sake, I'm going to staple it, but again, I don't think that that's the best way to do it just because it doesn't look as pretty. All right, and then I'm going to line up my small end with a large end, my small end with a large end, my small end with a large end, and just like on the other side, I'm going to glue all of my points together. All right, and then I'm going to take my 2 pieces, I'm going to piece them together in the middle. All right. And now you're not totally done because if you hang it, it can start to droop away. So I recommend gluing the ends together as well. After you've glued all of your ends together, then you can put a hole punch in the top and you can string a piece of string on it so that you can hang your snowflake.